Hey, what's up guys, MGH here and welcome to a different type of video. You can probably tell by my voice that I'm not my usual excited self. You know when you watch a career mode video by me, I'm always really excited to play, and right now I'm not really in a great mood. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I uploaded my career mode video today, of which I thought was a pretty good episode. You know, we didn't play particularly well, but that's part of playing football in real life and playing football in a game, right? You have bad days. But I did notice in the comments there was quite a lot of negativity, quite a few dislikes, and people complaining that the gameplay was boring, that it was just a waste of time, no one really enjoyed it. Now, I know I'm probably talking on behalf of 0.5% of my viewers, but it got to me, and I really wanted to make a video today to just explain what's going on right now and the thoughts going through my head. The first thing I want to mention though is if an EA employee stumbles across this video, I want to say I think FIFA 16 is a good game. I've experienced what I've seen a lot of people complaining about on social media, in the comments, when I'm streaming, that the gameplay just doesn't feel quite right. So again, I just want to make sure that everyone understands that this is obviously my opinion. I guess we can start with FIFA 15. Towards the end, it was perfect, I felt. I thought FIFA 15 was a very, very good game, especially towards the end. At the beginning, I remember it was quite difficult. I was feeling similar to what I'm feeling now. In FIFA 16, it's completely different. There's a difference in the gameplay, which I think for me, the main word to sum it up is slow. It's very slow. The passing in FIFA 16, when it works, is very good. You know, it's very satisfying. And let's be honest, 80-90% of the time, if you want to pass to a player, the ball will go to that player, providing there isn't an opponent in front of you, or if they haven't judged that you were going to do it and, you know, intercepted it or whatever. 9 times out of 10, if you see a player next to you and you press X or A or whatever at that player, the ball will go to him, right? But there is still that 10% of the time, and it's unexplainable. I don't know how to explain it, but it just doesn't work. It's so inconsistent. The passing in this game, there is just something there that isn't quite right, and I cannot put my finger on it. Sometimes the most simple of passes, it's right there staring at you in the face, and you can't complete the pass, and it is so frustrating. And then crossing in this game is, in my opinion, the worst thing about this game. It is completely broken. I want to say 8 or 9 times out of 10 this time, the crosses don't work. It's just very inconsistent. It feels like every single cross I do goes to the keeper. He grabs it every time. He jumps and picks it up, or he comes off his line and grabs it. It's just the way it works. It's the same from corners, right? Corners are rubbish in this game. You're better off passing it short and whipping it in. And even then, you're crossing it. So actually, you're better off passing it to someone on the edge of the box and trying a long shot. That's your best shot. Moving on to scoring. I don't score enough goals in this game. I don't know what's wrong with me. It could be just me not making the most of my chances, but there's something in this game, and I am not the only one saying this. I talk to a lot of people on Skype, other YouTubers, for example, who feel the exact same way. And this I'm talking about is career mode and ultimate team and head-to-head and pro clubs. Well, maybe not pro clubs. A lot of goals happen there because you get idiotic goalkeepers, but in career mode specifically, from my experience, scoring is much harder in this game. It just feels like no matter how many chances you have in a game, it seems like most games end 0-0. Is it just me? Am I the only person on this planet that's experiencing this abomination of 0-0s? That doesn't even make sense, but you can understand where I'm coming from here. A lot of my games have ended 0-0. And also, I'd just like to mention, the odd game when there are lots of goals, or there is 1 or 2 goals, the amount of boring passing I have to cut out of the video. Obviously, I cut down my videos into highlights, right? The amount of passing the CPU do around the back, sideways, backwards, spreading the play with a driven pass, it is constant. The amount of gameplay I cut out, it's absolutely astronomical. And therefore, the gameplay, it's very quick. Like, you guys don't see much of a match. I wanted to talk about pace as well. This is a popular topic. Every time a FIFA comes out, will pace be OP? Are they going to slow down players? This year in FIFA 16, there is no doubt in my mind that they have toned down pace. They haven't made it underpowered, so to speak. That I think actually pace is pretty good in this game. but they've definitely slowed it down from FIFA 15 and previous FIFAs. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. But the game feels very slow. And that can't be just down to pace. It's to do with the passing speed. It's to do with where the players are on the pitch, whether they spread out or whether they tuck in. There's so many factors that come into play when you're talking about the speed of football. But pace has to be up there, right? It has to be. So did that have an effect? Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that reducing the effectiveness of pace, not necessarily nerfing it, but just making it so maybe jogging is a little bit quicker than jogging was in the last game. Therefore, pace isn't as, a stark contrast, I don't know what to talk about regarding pace. It's difficult. I think personally I quite like it the way it is, but maybe just maybe we are missing a bit of pace. The difficulty in career mode, this is something I've always struggled with. When the game came out, I bumped it up to world class and it was good, right? But then I wasn't conceding goals. I just wasn't. I wasn't conceding goals. I think I went 9 games in the league in a row without conceding or something stupid like that. So I bump it up to legendary and then you get the boring passing. You get the 0-0 draws. So maybe I drop it down to world class. Well, guess what? I'll get comments. People saying that I'm not losing enough games, that I'm finding it too easy. There's no in between and it's so difficult to find a balance there. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe you guys can leave a comment. The other thing that's driving me mad in this career mode, transfers. Now, if you remember when they started releasing information on the new career mode, the innovation, they said that they have fixed the transfers, that all these big transfers that we were seeing every single new career mode, they said they've tweaked it and that it shouldn't happen as often as it was. Well, guess what? It's actually worse in this game. I want you guys to think really hard right now. Out of all the career modes that you've started on FIFA 16, how many times have you seen Alaba go to Juventus? I'm guessing every single one of you has seen it. Alaba to Juventus, every single career mode. The other thing as well, pre-season tournaments. Absolutely fantastic idea. It looked like a real improvement. It looked like a massive improvement. A new feature, pre-season tournaments, the ability to win cash, to play abroad. Is it good? No, it's really not. It's actually very boring. And it's just a shame. It had so much potential, but I don't know what else they can add to it. It's not EA's fault. It's friendlies at the end of the day. And the only way I can see pre-season tournaments being, really good fun and worthwhile is when you're playing with a really low-ranked team. Because if you've got poor wages and you've got a poor transfer budget, it's obviously a great way to win some more money. But I started a career mode with Bayern Munich the other night just for a bit of fun. And then the pre-season tournaments came up and I was like, nah, can't be bothered, declined. And then I just suddenly realised this game's been out for less than 4 weeks and I'm already bored of that. I'm already declining pre-season tournaments. But maybe that's just me. Like I said, when I do my Road to Glory with Portsmouth or whoever, you bet your arse I'll be playing pre-season tournaments. I need that money, man. I'm done talking about negative things. I want to talk about positive things now. The training mode in this game, for me, has completely changed career mode. It is fantastic. And I absolutely adore the guy at EA who said we should put this in the game. Or the meetings that they had where they discussed training mode. It's something that we've wanted for so long. It's something that I've always wanted. They finally put it in the game. And I tell you what, for a first attempt, they've done a very good job. There are a few things that I would change with it, but on the whole, it's a very good new feature. The fact that you can, train your players and improve them is just such a great feature. It was a no-brainer, right, putting that in the game. How would I improve that? Well, you know what? I would like to be able to train positions. I want to make my centre-back a CDM. I want to make my right midfielder a right-back. Things like that. They can keep it realistic, like Ultimate Team. You can only change certain positions to certain positions, right? If they brought that into career mode, training mode, nailed completely. The other thing I'm really liking is the Bundesliga license. I think if they can add the Serie A or the Liga BBVA, or it'll be called something else next year, won't it? The La Liga. That'd be very cool indeed, and the French league would be nice, but I know these things cost a lot of money, and a lot of organisation goes into it. But the fact that they did bring in the Bundesliga, I really do like that, and I can't wait to do my Bundesliga career mode. And I've already touched on it a little bit. The gameplay itself in this game is good. It's very smooth, and when I say smooth, it doesn't mean it's how do I explain it? It doesn't mean it's perfect. It doesn't mean that it works properly, but it's smooth, and you come accustomed to that with FIFA every single year. The gameplay is always smooth. It's always a very nice, fluid game, which I really like. But the last thing I want to talk about, I've just realised I've been talking a long time now. I wanted to talk about finding that balance for you guys. So if you're watching this video right now, you clicked on this video, you're being, well, I don't want to say entertained in this video, but usually when you click my videos, you're being entertained, and you clicked that video for free. There was absolutely no obligation. You clicked that video because whether you're bored or you just want to watch, you know, a career mode video or whatever, maybe you just want to watch me, you clicked it for free. It's free entertainment. And I just wanted to say that every single day I make the most of everything I do, and I want it to be the best. And I want to make the best videos I can for you guys. And it's very difficult right now. FIFA 16 is a new game. It still is new. And it's very different. I'm not going to lie to you. This is the worst I've felt with a new FIFA. I normally get to grips with it very quickly, and I just get into it. But there's something about the game this year that isn't quite right. But I want to say to you guys that everything I do in my career mode, especially when I ask for feedback, is so you guys enjoy it. And there's nothing that upsets me more than seeing people saying it's boring or saying that it wasn't good to watch. Because that's the whole point. That's the whole point of me uploading these videos. It's so you guys can watch it and enjoy it. And yet, look, I'm not going to sit here and deny that I don't earn money on this. Of course I do. I upload these videos, you guys watch them, and I get paid for it. It's my job, technically. And it's a hobby that pays. But I want you guys to enjoy it more than anything. And when I see comments like this, I feel a little bit like, hey guys, it's not my fault. You know, I'm just me. I've never changed in almost 6 years that I've been doing FIFA videos and YouTube videos in general. Obviously, I started with Call of Duty and all that stuff. But when I moved to FIFA, I haven't changed. The only thing I have changed is I went from post commentary to live commentary. So you guys can see and hear my reactions. And I just want you guys to know that I want my videos to be as good as they can. And when the game isn't necessarily good enough, that's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do about that. So all I ask is that when you watch my videos, you realise that you don't have to be there if you don't want to be. You don't have to leave comments telling me that you hate it, that you don't enjoy it, that you think this is the worst career mode I've ever done on my channel. Yes, I actually got one of those comments, which hurts, by the way. You don't have to. You don't have to watch it. But if you're one of those people that watches it every single day, and you enjoy it and you leave comments saying that was a really good episode, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I hope everyone watching this video realises that it's just a game. This is just YouTube. It's really not, it's not anything major, right? It's just a game. It's just a game.